Celine Dion, born March 30, 1968, Charlemagne, Quebec, Canada, French-Canadian pop singer, known for her vocal prowess and her passionate showmanship, who achieved international superstardom in the 1990s. Working primarily in the pop ballad tradition, she recorded numerous hit albums in both French and English and was the recipient of several prestigious awards. The youngest of 14 children raised in a small town near Montreal, Dion began singing with her musically inclined family when she was 5 years old. At age 12, she came to the attention of impresario René Angel, whom she eventually married in 1994, and he launched her career with the album La Voix du Bon Dieu, 1981, The Voice of God. Dion subsequently won an award at the World Popular Song Festival in Tokyo in 1982, and the following year she received the first of many Felix Awards, for musicians from Quebec. Also in 1983, she became the first Canadian recipient of a gold record in France. Invited to represent Switzerland at the Eurovision Song Contest in 1988, Dion won with her performance of Ne partez pas sans moi, Do Not Leave Without Me. By the end of the 1980s, she had recorded 8 studio albums in French. As she transitioned into adulthood, she shed her image as a winsome naïve in favor of a worldlier look and sound. In 1990, Dion released her first English-language album, Unison, and the romantic ballad, Where Does My Heart Beat Now, became her first top 10 single in the United States. She attracted further international attention for her Grammy Award-winning duet with Peabo Bryson on Beauty and the Beast, 1991, from the Disney animated feature of the same name. Before long, Dion's evident vocal talent and emotionally driven songs had made her a worldwide phenomenon, even as some critics dismissed her music as schmaltzy and overly polished. With The Color of My Love, 1993, she scored another hit single, The Soaring, The Power of Love, and Falling Into You, 1996, earned 2 Grammys, including Album of the Year. Perhaps Dion's greatest renown, however, came from her recording of My Heart Will Go On, the theme of the blockbuster motion picture Titanic, 1997. The song won an Academy Award, topped charts in multiple countries, and helped propel sales of her album Let's Talk About Love, 1997, which also featured duets with Barbra Streisand and Luciano Pavarotti, into the tens of millions. Throughout the 1990s, Dion continued to record in French, with Du's 1995, also released as the French album, becoming the best-selling francophone album of all time. At the beginning of the 21st century, Dion took a hiatus from her career to focus on her family. She returned with the albums A New Day Has Come, 2002, and One Heart, 2003, which flirted with dance pop in addition to her usual adult contemporary fare. While the releases were commercially successful by most standards, their sales did not reach Dion's previous heights. In 2003, she began performing a live show in Las Vegas, which ran for more than 4 years, and she launched a second residency there in 2011. Dion's later recordings included the English-language Miracle, 2004, and Taking Chances, 2007, and the French-language One Fil and Four Types, 2003, One Girl and Four Guys, and DL's, 2007, About Them. Despite the fact that Dion was no longer the dominant cultural force that she had been a decade earlier, it was reported in 2007 that worldwide sales of her albums had surpassed 200 million. That total increased after the release of Sans Attendre, 2012, Without Waiting, which included several duets, including one with French rock legend Johnny Hallyday, and Loved Me Back to Life, 2013, which featured a duet with Stevie Wonder, among others.